Let me just start by saying the enemy is not going to stop what God is about to do. He is coming to the earth with another great revival. This outpouring will be the greatest in history. America will be a part of it. America shall be saved, is being saved, will be saved. The greatest revival in the history of this planet is about to take place. And he must have this nation. When God visited me in 2000, for 3.5 hours, downloaded to me his heart for America. It was really the end of a 10-year process. Started in 90. Started giving me visions and encounters back then to prepare me. But he took me by surprise on a Wednesday night in 2000. I walked to the podium, ready to speak, opened my Bible, and a wave of something came over me. I didn't know what it was. I got lightheaded. I thought of my past. Is something wrong with me? Am I sick? I knew immediately, this is either God or this is really bad, because it was that, because it was something that was taking over my body. And I didn't know what to do with it. I hung my head for a minute. After a second or two, I realized this is God. I don't know what this is. I said, please just give me a moment to gather my thoughts. And I hung my head. And without even knowing why, I began to weep. I don't talk about this much because it comes on me when I start talking about it. It's hard for me not to cry right now. But I started weeping, and then within seconds, I was sobbing uncontrollably. And I didn't know what to do. I couldn't talk. Just hung my head, and staff came up. My wife came up. And she said, I don't know what's going on, but I know what he would want. And so we're all gonna leave. We're gonna put some worship on, and we're gonna lock the doors.
That's incredible.
And we're gonna leave him here with God.
That's incredible.
And so for 3.5 hours, I wept with God over America. And there were multiple times. I didn't intend to go here. I know that in a natural sense, what I'm about to say that I did is not appropriate for the flag. But it was right to do this. I remember at one point, and sometimes I just had to crawl, but I remember stumbling over to the flag. I grabbed it, wrapped it around myself, and fell on the floor. And it became my blanket. It just, man, I didn't intend to do this.
Come on. Praise God.
But I remember multiple times saying to God, and I was very serious. If you don't stop this, I'm going to die. My body, my heart cannot take what's happening. And if you don't, and I remember saying the exact words, please don't kill me. And it's kind of crazy to say that because he knows what he's doing. But I didn't know what to do with this. And I thought, I'm going to die. Because I was weeping from a place I didn't even know existed. And it went on so long and so hard that I began to hurt so badly in my cavity. I thought, I don't think I'm going to live through this. And once, as I processed it later, one of the things that was really somewhat surprising to me, in all of the deep emotion I felt as he downloaded his heart to me for America. I don't ever, and this still shocks me to this day, I don't ever remember feeling his anger. Now, you would have to know, if you have any biblical understanding whatsoever and honesty about you, that God has had to be angry at times with this nation. The way that we've rejected him and rebelled, and the crazy things we've done, and on and on and on. But I did not feel his anger. I felt the compassion of a father. The compassion a father would feel for a prodigal. And he said to me at one point, now I need a tissue, sorry. Give me a tissue, I'm going to take authority over this. Let me just embarrass myself in front of the world, okay? And I don't know what's going on in my throat, but I did take authority over it and then took an Allegra, so I'm good. So I may have to clear my throat a few times, but he said to me, what I am going to do in this season, and I knew that was a long season, not the next week, over the next years, decades. He said, what I'm about to do in the world, and I will never forget this. He said to me as I laid there on the floor weeping, I must have America.
Come on.
He said, to do what I am going to do, I must have America. And you're going to help me get it. And because of that impartation and the strength of that encounter, I will say, honestly, since that day, I have never doubted. He is coming to save this nation through a great awakening and outpouring of His Spirit. Turn us back to where we need to be. All those words that Hank was saying earlier, all the re-words, it's all going to happen. And everything He intended for this nation, we're going to do it. And listen. Oh, come on, let's just do it right. Yeah. Amen. Amen.